Hey guys, it's me, Desiree Marie. Welcome to my channel. Welcome all of my crew members who I call my subbies, and welcome if you are here viewing me and seeing me for the very first time. Just to reintroduce myself, I'm Desiree Marie, and I do all sorts of videos. I do mainly lock hair videos where I bring you guys along with me as you see me wash, style, maintain my hair. I bring you guys up close and personal so that you can see what my lock journey looks like authentically, genuinely, nothing, no fluff. I'm showing you everything, all of the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the ugly. It gets real on this channel. So I show you guys my lock journey, and I also do a lot of like hairstyling videos. Just a disclaimer, I'm not someone who stays in a little box. I like to do different things with my hair, so I do a lot of different styles. I mock the styles of natural hair gurus and people. So just be sure you're going to find something fresh and new here on this channel. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely do hit the subscribe button. Also, I do a lot of like DIYs around my first one-bedroom apartment, and I do some vlogs here and there. So yes, that's more than enough reason to go ahead and click the subscribe button. It's free, it's fun. You're gonna get a new video almost every single day. Yes. So yes, today we're talking about our favorite topic, which is locks. We're talking about locks, and we're talking about a certain topic that I myself needed to educate myself on. I did extensive research on this, and I really hope that it really does help and benefit you guys that are watching. Whether you have locks, natural hair, even if you have permed hair, this will benefit each and every person that's watching. So just recently I did a video where I showed you guys how you can boost moisture back into your dry hair, back into your dry locks. For me, I've been dealing with dry hair since the very beginning of time, alright? Since I went natural, I've been dealing with dry hair, and I have not been understanding why. So what I did was a hot oil treatment previously, which really helped my hair. But I did a little bit more research and realized there is an actual science behind why my hair is dry, why my hair is not accepting certain products that other people seem to do really well with. And the same maybe for you guys. I know one of you guys have asked me, how do I get moisture in my hair? My locks are so dry, my hair is so dry, what do I do? Here is the solution, okay? I have a lot that I've written down here just for you guys, so if you keep seeing me look down, you know exactly why. Yeah, so there is a science behind why your hair is dry, and it is wrapped up in one word: porosity. What is hair porosity? Hair porosity is your hair's ability to absorb moisture, pretty much. Your hair's ability to absorb the things that you use. First of all, your hair's ability to absorb water, to absorb oils, to absorb these different products that you may use on the market. That porosity is your hair's ability to take those things in, how your hair reacts to the different things that you do to it, how your hair reacts to the products that you try, why your hair is not budging with certain products. Hair porosity is the solution, is why a lot of the times we deal with different issues with our hair. And we hear this all over the, all over YouTube, hair porosity, hair porosity. I've heard it many times, but I never knew what exactly it was and what it meant for me. But here is exactly how you can find out what your hair porosity is and how you can treat it. So basically there are 3 hair porosities, and one of them is what you have. You can have low hair porosity, regular hair porosity, or high hair porosity. Low hair porosity is when your hair does not absorb anything without extra effort. You can spray your hair and it won't absorb the spray. You can wash your hair, you can try to put all these oils and anything on the market to try to moisturize your hair, but for some reason it just does not budge. Low hair porosity does that. Regular hair porosity is what everybody is pretty much envious over, okay? This hair porosity is ideal pretty much because this hair porosity accepts every oil just the way that it's presented, and this porosity, type hair does not suffer from dryness as easily as others. High hair porosity is when you have hair that, yeah, it accepts oils, it accepts conditioners, it accepts products, but it only works very temporarily, and then shortly after that it looks like you never did a thing to your hair. I know for sure that's me. I have high porosity hair because I can wash my hair, moisturize it, do the whole nine, and like the next day wonder, didn't I just like, what's going on? I have high hair porosity. I've always had high hair porosity. I just never knew it. But here's how you can tell. You can do 3 different things to test out your hair porosity and see which one you have if you don't know already. You can do this thing called the strand test. This is where you take a piece of your hair, you know, if you have any loose strands, take it and glide your fingers down the shaft. If the strand is really dry and it's really rough and it breaks, you have high hair porosity. In my opinion, high hair porosity, which is my hair, is very dramatic. Like, it goes through extremes. It either accepts moisture and then it goes back to being extremely dry. It does not hold anything. It needs constant reassurance, constant moisture, constant TLC, or else like it's out of here. It's zapped. It's done. You can try the strand test for that. And if you run your finger down the shaft of your hair and it's smooth, you have regular hair porosity, which everyone envies because you have the ideal hair porosity. But if you have high hair porosity, which is like me, well, no, if you have low hair porosity, you will also encounter rough bumps along the strand. It just won't break, but it's just very rough. So you can try the strand test, see which hair porosity you have. You can also do this other thing where you take one strand of your hair and you put it in a glass of water. Now, if you have a low hair porosity, your hair is going to, once you put it in that cup, your hair is just going to settle right on top of that cup. That hair is not making its way down the cup. It's not sinking. It's just staying right on top of the water. It's floating on the water. That's how you know you have low hair porosity, because your hair is not accepting any of that moisture. It is very stubborn. It's the most stubborn hair porosity, most stubborn hair type. It's not doing anything without you doing the most, all right? If you have high hair porosity, which I do, you will put your hair in that same cup of water and your hair sinks very fast all the way down to the bottom. That's because this hair type absorbs so much water. It's very dramatic. It absorbs so much water. It's just filling all the way to the bottom. But if you have regular hair porosity, your hair is just settling down into the cup of water very slowly. All right, so you can try that method, and you can also do what is called the H2O test, which is when you take a spray bottle and you spray your hair. And after you spray your hair, you look at your hair to see what it's doing. If you have low hair porosity, you're gonna see that once you spray your hair ain't doing nothing. Like, there's actually water bubbles on top of your hair because your hair refuses to accept the moisture. That's exactly what happens. If you have high hair porosity, you'll spray your hair, and yes, it does absorb the water as regular hair porosity does as well. But you'll realize with high hair porosity, like maybe an hour later, your hair looks drier than dry and crispy, like nothing ever happened, and it does not remember the fact that you just sprayed it. So those are 3 ways that you can test out your hair porosity and see which one you are. This is really important because a lot of us have hair regimens that really don't work for us because we don't know what our hair porosity is. That's pretty much the first thing we need to learn once we go natural, once we decide to take on a new hairstyle or just try something different. We need to know our hair porosity in order to properly treat our hair so that we can have long, healthy, flowing hair. You know what I'm saying? It starts with the inside and then it makes its way out. All right, so if you have any of these, if you found out which one you are, awesome. Here is the solution, the treatment part, how you can actually treat your hair and get it to work right instead of it you know, sucking all the moisture out or not sucking in any moisture at all, here's how you can, you know, treat your hair and bring some kind of solution to the issue. So if you have low hair porosity, one thing that you could do is you can introduce your hair to natural heat. Not heat from a blow dryer, but natural heat, which is what I did in my previous video, the hot oil treatment. That is one way that you can trap heat into your scalp, into your hair, so that your cuticles can open up and accept moisture. That's one way that you can really help your hair to take in the moisture and keep it sealed in. Another thing with low hair porosity is that you want to make sure to distribute the products in evenly. Like I said, with low hair porosity, you can put things on your hair. You know, you could try to put things, you know, apply your oils, apply your water, but it's just staying on one spot. So a lot of the times you can say, put oil in your hand, mix it up and do like this, and it's not getting into the scalp. It's actually just sitting right on top. It's not moving around, so you have to actually manually like move all the oils all over the place. Make sure everything is even all over your head so that all of your strands get the benefit of the products that you're using. Yeah. Another thing you want to do is apply products to damp hair, not drenched hair. So when you just step out the shower after washing your hair, that is not the time to grab the oil or the hair products. You want to actually make sure your hair air dries just a little bit before you then put products on top of your hair. This will help it to accept whatever it is that you're putting on the hair, and for the products to actually work in your hair type. One last thing that you want to do is use a sulfate-free shampoo, which is a shampoo that won't strip your hair dry. It actually helps to preserve the moisture, preserve your strands. Another thing that I like to do is I like to use a conditioning shampoo. And that's a shampoo that not only washes your hair, but it also benefits by conditioning it. It's all in one. So no, I don't condition my hair, but I just use a shampoo that's also very conditioning. And this shampoo is called BROO shampoo. Just a disclaimer, it is made with beer. It doesn't smell like beer though. It really does work. I love it so much. So if you're interested in that product, I will have the link in the description box for you to purchase that, because it really does help with my hair. But my hair is high porosity, so if you have low hair porosity, this will also work for you, a conditioning shampoo. Alright, so check the link down below. I got you, sis. I got you. Alright, so if you have high hair porosity, do not fret. There are ways that you can help your hair to accept the moisture and to stay moisturized. And yeah, one thing you want to do is stay away from heat, or at least minimize it. Personally, I don't use heat on my hair. I've never used the blow dryer on my hair since I've done locks. I have not. But if you cannot stay away from heat, just try your best to refrain and try to not use it as much. Try to use it in moderation, because that actually helps to dry your hair out even more. You know, the problem with our hair type, high hair porosity, is our hair is already dry, so you don't want to put something more drying on top of that, which will ultimately lead to damage. You know what I'm saying? So try to air dry your hair, and do that. What I do is I wash my hair early in the morning so that it can air dry throughout the day, and then it's good. Try that out and see how that works for you, or just try not to use your blow dryer as much, or your hooded dryer as much. Try to step away from the dryers. Another thing you could do is hot oil treatments. Yes, like I said in my previous video, I used hot oil treatment and it worked for me. So if it works for my hair type and you have high hair porosity type, it will work for you. It's very easy. I showed you guys step by step how I did it in my last video. I did a whole talk through, so it's really easy to grab the concept based on that video. Check it out. Another thing is to rinse with cool water. So after you wash your hair and you apply your you wash your hair with your conditioning shampoo, try to seal your hair with cool water. Cool water has a way of sealing the strands rather than leaving them open. because when they're left open, that's when moisture kind of is, you know, it leaves this hair strand, and you want to keep the moisture in. So cool water seals the strand so that you keep the moisture and whatever you did in your hair previously in there, and your hair really gets the benefit, the most out of that product. Cool water is the best, really and truly, for our hair type. So try that out. Hot water, I think, will be really drying, so try not to use hot water when you're rinsing. Like after you wash your hair and whatever, rinse your hair with cool water. Don't do the whole entire regimen, you know, your hair wash day with hot water, because that's going to be drying, very drying for your hair. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up the hair porosity conversation, but you don't have to leave it there. Please do comment down below if you have anything else to say. Let us know what your hair porosity is. For me, I know mine is high hair porosity, but I'd love to know from you guys. It is really interesting, and it's very, like I said, it's very important to know your hair porosity, because this tells why your hair takes forever to dry, or why it just dries in like 2 seconds. Like, all of this information is very powerful. Definitely do share it with someone who needs it, because we all need this. I'm so glad I did the research, because as I was doing this video for you guys and researching for you, I learned a lot. So now with the information that I just learned, I'm going to use that in my regimen and implement those, you know, strategies moving forward, so that I can have the best healthy hair that my hair can possibly give, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not, for many more videos like this. And also don't forget our blog site. It's DesireeMarie.com, ITS DesireeMarie.com. That is pretty much a hub, a gathering of all of you guys. It's for you guys. I talk more about the things that I didn't say in the videos, more details behind the things that I said. You can get to know me even more, get the tea on the videos that I post, and yeah, and you'll be VIP. So definitely do check out that website, subscribe to the email list, also because I'm going to be doing a giveaway very soon, guys, so you want to be, you look. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Comment down below your hair porosity, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.